Hey everyone, it's Jeff with ShoesOptional. So continuing our discussion about WordPress. We've already talked about themes, we've talked about some plugins. One of the big issues that people have often said about WordPress is that WordPress is a easy target for hackers and scammers and people to take over websites. And I've seen it. I've seen sites that have even news websites for some of the local news companies here in the Greenville area that have been compromised because they didn't know how to plug up their website and keep spam and spyware from popping up on people. So I've seen it, it's there. It's not that hard, honestly. There's a handful of plugins that will keep your site completely secure. And again, we talked about plugins. And again, all it is making sure that you're doing what we call best practices. So if you have a WordPress website, make sure you go in every week minimum, usually a couple times a week, and update all the latest plugins. If you have plugin updates, you'll see a little circle and it'll tell you how many updates are needed on your site. Go in, push that button. 99.9% of the time, it's never going to cause any issue. However, sometimes it will conflict with some of the stuff on the server. That's a technical thing. We can talk about that later. But make sure it's always up to date. Again, one of our posts, we talked about our relationship with SiteGround. To me, they have hands down one of the best hosting environments for WordPress websites. And security is a big focus for them. And so they actually have their own security plugin that they developed exclusively for WordPress that keeps your site almost invisible to hackers and scammers that are out there, and it's solid, right? There's other plugins like WordFence and others, but you know what? Because we host with SiteGround, we just go ahead and use the stuff that they have. Haven't had any issues whatsoever. Plus, with SiteGround, we have 7 days of backup, so if something happened overnight, we could restore it instantly and fix it from there. Hope that helps. Keep an eye on your security. Make sure you're following best practices, and your website will never be hacked.